Welcome to ECU514, and in this video I'm going to talk about step 1 and 2, which involves what we did the last couple weeks and what we're going to be doing this week. And each week, roughly, I will be publishing a video like this, overviewing what we're doing each week. Now, most of this material is not time dependent, meaning I'm going to set deadlines for you to be accomplished by, by the end of the week or within a couple weeks. And the intention of that is that it doesn't all pile up at the end. But I do recommend that you follow my deadlines. If there are issues, like there are a few people that are actually on vacation or out of the country, and they've already communicated with me, and I'm flexible. So the whole idea of this online experience is that it's flexible and that we can work with it. And if you communicate with me, again, I'm very flexible, and it's pretty exciting about the whole online experience. So what are we focusing on in this course? Well, if you've read the syllabus page, the main point of this course, and I'll click right here in the Google site, which everybody has joined or have sent an invitation. When you click into the site and click on over on the left side ECU514, the syllabus is the first page and it has all the specifics of the course. And so you can flip through that and read through it. Now the way I've designed the Google site is that underneath ECU514 there are a number of subpages, and each one of them helps us with the course. The most important page is the schedule page, which I'm clicking on right now. And the schedule page has all the specifics of what we're going to work on throughout the weeks of this course. So step 1, and there are a number of steps that I've detailed out, and the reason I did that is to kind of organize our thoughts around each thing that we need to accomplish for the course. So step 1 was basically getting started, kind of overview of the Google site to take a look at the pages within the site, and then email me your Gmail account so I could invite you into the Google site so you can participate and add to it, and then complete the SIA Blackboard discussion post, which everybody has done. So again, that would be step 1. And you can see over here the way I've designed the schedule is in column 1 we have the syllabus description, then the activities in column 2 that I recommend, and then we have the outcomes of the activities. Finally, we have the assessments and the rubric components as a part of the syllabus that are being used to measure your activity for this particular step. Now let's scroll down and go to step 2. Step 2 has us getting to know the Google site. That's the first part of step 2, and then step 2, part 2, I guess, is personal or professional learning network. And I will refer to that as a PLN for the rest of my discussion. And what PLNs are essentially what we as humans normally do. We establish connections with people who are professionals in our area that we can learn from and support each other with, knowledge and experience of our craft. And so with the invention of the internet, PLNs now can extend to cyberspace, social media, other sources like that online we can go to find really great information to help us be better educators or administrators. So step 1 is done. Step 2, we're going to talk about Google Sites. Now, I've chosen Google Sites as the main repository for our information and our go-to place for this course because using Blackboard is fine and dandy, but when you leave CityU, the resources are kind of stuck with CityU. And yes, sir, you're available to you, they are available to you for a certain period of time, but what I like to do is build a knowledge base of information that can be useful for years to come. And I host the Google site. It's basically Google hosts it, but it's on my account. But I leave it wide open for you for as long as Google exists. And I've been doing this for a number of years for different cohorts at CityU, and it works out great. The idea is that we all have equal access to the Google site, and we can add pages, we can add content to pages, we can do all kinds of neat things. And I want you to see what this experience is like and live through it. So think of it this way. In this course, we're learning about technology and how it impacts education and how we can be better leaders with technology or administrators with technology and support people and who's doing what out there. And we're going to live through that by developing a knowledge base, which is this Google site. And it's going to have resources for all of us. I like the motto, "We are smarter than me," that we are going to add to this site as we do our research, and we're all going to be able to see it and kind of geek off each other, as I like to say. And so think of it this way. We're building the course together. I'm leading the way, and you're going to add content. I'm going to follow how you're doing. If you're having problems, please email me. I know technology can be a real pain in the keister sometimes. That's okay. I'll help you out. We have various tools to help you with that. And I will do a video usually every week explaining what I want you to do, and I will actually demonstrate to you in the video the steps that I want you to go through. So I don't know about you, but I'd rather watch something than go step by step on a document, just because I can actually see what people click on, or I can get the description of the process and the stuff in between the lines, and that is really helpful for me. Okay, so let's get specific with what I want you to work on in step 2. What I want you to do is go into the Google site help link here and watch these elements, the first element here and the second element. So it's like, are you new to the site? Learn the basics, and then adding content to your site. Now you don't have to create a site that's already created, but just focus on how to create a page and how to add content to a page. And it's very much like working with Word when it comes to content editing. And so hopefully that helps out. I do want you to create a page under the Student Pages section and include a short bio yourself as it pertains to education. You don't have to be really personal about this, but it could be similar to the SIA discussion board post that you created. The goal of the page is to help us better understand who we are. Humans like to know who we are, and we can be more collaborative if we better understand where we're coming from. The next thing I want you to work on is looking at who is out there that you could potentially add to your PLN. So first, let's take a look at what PLNs are. So you click on the PLN page link here, and there's 2 videos. I'd like you to watch both of them. One of them is from Will Richardson, who is an amazing gentleman. He is probably one of the best people in the country when it comes to working with technology and education and making a difference. Great insights, he's to the point and makes a lot of sense. So I'd like you to watch that. And then I want you to think about educators that you work with, or administrators, that work with technology in the state of Washington that you think are heavy hitters, go-getters, leaders in this area. And I want you to add them to this page. And when you get to this page, and the link is right here, and I'll click on this just to demonstrate this. When you get to this page, you'll click the edit button up here, and then you can just add into this list. And I made the list with grade schools, middle school, and so on and so forth. And these are people that educators that I've worked with in the past have added to the list. And you may know some of these people, but go ahead and add them in. It doesn't matter where, but maybe by schooling or educational level, and a brief description and a link to their materials online. So let's go back to our schedule. And that's what's being described here and down here. So we're looking for people who can inspire us. And what I want you to do then, after you've added 2 people to that list, is go on to the page that you've created, and I want you to put in, you can create a section on the page that says who and what are in your PLN, and just reflect a little bit about what who you put into that page, the leaders in educational technology, and why, and what do you think of PLNs, and how can they be helpful or useful for you. And I have some of those questions here to help you with your reflection. I'm going to be watching your activity on the Google site because if I don't see activity, I can contact you and see if there's problems for you. But at the bottom of the page, this is kind of cool. If I click on recent site activity, I can see who's doing what within the site. And this helps me help you. For instance, if you put a page somewhere and you don't know where it is, can't find it, or anything like that, and that happens frequently, especially when people are getting new to or getting acquainted with Google Sites, I can come in here and see what you did and where. Also, let's say something went terribly wrong. You actually deleted something. We can bring it back. So think of it as your safety net. So again, at the bottom of the page, you can click on recent activity. You can see who did what. And again, this helps me see your process. And just know that I'm here to help you out. I don't expect you to have very much experience with technology. And that's the whole point of this course, is that we're studying technology, but also living through it and learning a lot more about how to be collaborative and use free open source tools that we can use in education, and like Google Sites. I think that's all I want to say for now, and I will be keeping you up to date again each week. The plan is to have a video release. I will send you an email. I will post an announcement on our Blackboard site that a new video is out, and explain what we're doing for that step and what the deadlines are, and I'll make resources available to you. So again, feel free to email me. Thanks so much, and I look forward to working with you.